Hello all, welcome to Success Journey. Today we are going to discuss Telangana Police Constable paper, in which part we will only see answers of general studies. The next upcoming part we will see the solutions of other portions like reasoning and aptitude. So let's start the video. And so we are starting from 51 question. The first question is, here vitamins are given and corresponding materials we have to select. Vitamin C, minerals, protein, and vitamin A, where we found these minerals or vitamins in which. So the correct answer is this match. Just I am saying the answer so that you can check your answers. Second is, the force between charged particles is called. The force that is acting between the two particles is called electromagnetic force. Next question is, again we have to match. So we already know that J.J. Thomson has discovered the electron and Einstein has given the theory of relativity. So we can easily match the options. The correct option is option 3. 53rd, 3. Next question is, unburned carbon particles cause the following problems. So which problem? Unburned, due to unburned carbon, respiratory like asthma happens. So respiratory problems. Boiling point of water in Kelvin, so in degree Celsius it is 100 degrees Celsius, in Kelvin it is 373.2 Kelvin. Which of the following gases is released into the air by an automobile exhaust? So from automobiles these all gases are being released, but the amount varies. So the highest amount that a vehicle produces is carbon monoxide, about 35%. Based on the percentage we can select, but this all amount is being generated or emitted by the vehicle. Which type of the ecological adaptation are present in the plants? Those grow in conditions where temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and rainfall is less than 25 centimeter a year, which means that the region is very dry. So reduced leaf lamina, deep rooted root system, thin cuticles, well developed mechanical tissues, root pockets present, so well developed arenakyma, single layered epidermic. So the correct answer is, by consuming in large quantity, which of the following alcohol cause blindness and even death? Which is methanol. So recently we have seen in news that some people are trying to make alcohol locally, in which they are using methanol instead of ethanol. So in primarily in alcohol, ethanol is being used, but when we are trying to make it manually, if methanol is present, it can cause blindness and even death. Next is again here ministers, list of ministers and portfolio is given. So Virendra Kumar is the Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, and Mahendranath Pandey is the Minister for Ministry. So from this we can select the list. So correct list is, again we have to match the list. So Chandrayaan is the first lunar probe, Mangalyaan is the first interplanetary mission, and AstroSat is the India's first space telescope. So space observatory. 1, 2, 3 and A, B, C. The correct answer is 2. Which gas leaked during Bhopal gas tragedy in 1984? It is a very famous methyl isocyanate. The mosquito repellent used at the home in the form of a coil, liquid, etc. is called insecticides. What happens to the chemical constituents in leaves before leaf falls? What happens to it? Nitrification. N2 in the form of amino acid is carried to the other plant parts through xylem. In which of the following cities is the National Cyber Forensic Laboratory? So where it is situated? It is in Hyderabad. How many pillars were identified under Digital India program? Number of pillars are 5. Again, here a mineral components is given and its function is. We know that the chlorophyll, the work of chlorophyll is primarily, it generally appears as a color, but its primary function is to complete the photosynthesis process. So B is related to 1. So the correct answer is 66 to 1. Next question, an electron moving in a straight line enters into a non-zero magnetic field and goes undeviated. So it is being undeviated. The angle between the direction of its motion and magnetic field is 90 degrees. Which of the following compound is present in bacterial cell, plant cell, and also in animal cell? It is cellulose. Which of the following contains CFC, chlorofluorocarbon? It is being generated from refrigerant and feces. World energy needs are rising mainly. World energy needs are rising because of increasing population and industrialization. Natural Disaster Management Authority (NDMA) is headed by Prime Minister. The constituent of German silver is composed of mainly copper, zinc, and nickel. Which of the following field does not have the Nobel Prize? So Nobel Prize is being given in economics, literature, physics, but not in mathematics. So mathematics will be the correct answer. The escape velocity on the surface of the Earth is 11.2. Which of the following is an operating system? So Linux is an operating system. The rest of all the things, Java and Oracle is the programming language. Which of the following has 5 time zones? So in Canada there are 6 time zones primarily, but in Sweden, India, and China there are only 1 time zone. So Canada even has 6 time zones, not 5 time zones. This either this question will be cancelled or Canada will be the correct answer. India's rank in the World Competitiveness Index 2022 is 37. Smallpox is caused by the variola virus. The Venn diagram represents the correct Venn diagram. Just I am saying the answer. So 79th answer is 1. Which of the following is the finer sedimentary material? Here it is asking for finer sedimentary material only. So by particle size, the clay will be the smallest, but when we will consider sedimentary, clay is not a sedimentary. So the correct answer will be sand. Who discovered rock art sites at Bhimbetka in MP? So it is V.S. The first attempt of entering Indian territory was made in 711 AD by the Arab. Who was the who was the Khalifa at that time? Who was that? Al-Wali. Identify the Asaf Jahi ruler who ceded Kadapa, Kumol, Bellary to East India Company. So who was that? This was Nizam Ali Khan. Select the one of the alternative which is different from other three. So the incorrect is this much because in each and every other options, there are 4 increment, but this is the question of aptitude, so we will discuss it next one. Which ship was decommissioned at Naval Dockyard in Mumbai? So this is INS Gomti. Which one of the following pair is not correctly matched? So here artist and dance form is given. So Kunchukuru is referring Kathakali. Rukmini Devi is related with the Bharatanatyam. Biju Maharaj was from UP Kathak. This is pretty much this is for what leads in sugar export in the world. So leads in sugar product export. So which country basically produces sugar the most? The answer is which one of the following is the largest site of India's Valley Harappan civilization? The largest here is written largest site. So the largest site is which of the following mountains are formed due to stress? So due to stress, which of the following mountains has been formed? So the mountains is Himalaya. Identify the state whose integration with the Indian Union become a serious problem. So this was after independence. So Hyderabad, Junagadh, and Kashmir. There were many more princely states also, but here this is the correct match. Who received 57th Janpith Award? So Janpith Award, 57th Janpith Award, who has received it? So the answer is Damodar. Who was the author of Shiv Yoga Saram, a famous book of Katya age? So who has written this book? This book has been written by the most probable answer by me may be third. I have not found the correct answer of this question. It can be wrong also. Now these questions are from reasoning aptitude, so we will discuss in the next part. Next question is 96th. And the sixth question is, on which day Lok Sabha accepted the separate Telangana state bill? The correct date is 18th February 2014. Arrange the following in chronicle order. So we have to arrange it in chronicle order. So the correct order is first A, B, and then D, C. Carnatic War, then Battle of Buxar, then First Anglo-Maratha War, and then Third Anglo-Ashur. Next is, here the text is given and the language is asking. So the correct answer of this question is 2. Option number 2. Kartarpur Sahib corridor connects Gurudwara Darbar Sahib in Pakistan with which in India? So Kartarpur Sahib corridor, this is the name of the corridor which connects Gurudwara Darbar Sahib in Pakistan and in India. So which portion in India it connects? It connects with Dera Baba Nanak Shrine in Gurdaspur. Again, this is the reasoning question. 101. So 101, which state is the largest producer of chili in India? So it is asking about chili production. The correct answer is Andhra Pradesh. Identify the inscription of Kakatyas which describe the declaration of sovereign power in the year 1163 CE by Rudradev. It is asking about Rudradev. The correct answer, as per my opinion, should be option number 4. Again, it may be wrong. Just recorrect it. Where did the Mehboob Shahi Mills, founded in 1884, located? So Mehboob Shahi Mills, where it is located? It is located in Gulbarga. Select the suitable alternative to replace which completes the following series. Again, it is a reasoning question. What is the vaccine given usually to children in the age group 5 to 15? So it is diphtheria. Which of the following statement is not correct about the growth of English education in India? So this has been first initiated in 1813 Charter Act to allocate 1 lakh rupees for the English education. The famous Wood Dispatch in 1854 was the another important step. This is again right. In 1864, the Hunters Committee came to review the progress of this Wood Dispatch in 1854. So these three options are correct. So the incorrect answer is B or 2. Who is the first women combat pilot in Indian Army? Captain Avilasa Bara. Again, this is the reasoning question, but the correct answer is 1. PK Sinha recently stepped down from which position? So PK Sinha was principal advisor of Prime Minister. In which year does Ramsey Gond revolted against Nizam Hyderabad? Adject was 1857, but here the option is not given, so it may be 1855, but maybe some other year also. I found this 1857 is the year. Navneet Kaur, the player of recently in news associated with hockey. Which place in Telangana region became the prominent military camp during the Kalyani Chanakya? So this was Vemulavada. Which among the following is India's deepest landlocked and protected port? Visakhapatnam. In which line does the date changes by adjective one day when it is crossed? So it is called international date line. Next is, which of the following state or UT is home to the Pir Panjal range? So Pir Panjal range is the basically in Jammu Kashmir. Who appoints the Supreme Court judge? The President. The recent mega merger of the bank and non-banking financial company. So HDFC Bank and HDFC Limited has been merged. Danish Siddiqui, the Pulitzer Prize winner for feature photography, worked for. It is Delhi-based Reuters Thomas. Next question is, according to a popular view of scholars, in which diamond mine does the world famous Kohinoor diamond found? So Kohinoor diamond has been found from which mine? It has been found from Kollur mine. Who among the following person wrote Nitishara in Sanskrit? So Nitishara in Sanskrit has been written by none of these. So none of these are the correct author of the Nitishara. Next question is how many schedules are there in Indian Constitution? How many schedules are there? So there are total 12. Earlier it was 8 schedule, but 4 schedule were added. And identify the Velama ruler who has shifted the capital city from Amanagallu to Archkonda. The correct answer is Singama Naikawal. Which one of the language culture groups represent the oldest speech family of India? So oldest speech family of India is been known by Dravidian language. Identify the wrong pair. Here the newspaper and the person is given. We have to identify the wrong pair. So the correct answer is Dakshin Dakshina Patapthi was title of Satvahana king. So which Satvahana king has written this book? This book has been written by Gautam, Gautamiputra Satkarni. Gandhiji was not associated with one of the following newspapers. So, which was that? Navjivan, Satyagrahi, Harijan, or Young India? So, the paper was who was the first Indian to have dissected a dead body in the modern time? This was Madhusudan. The group of seven, G7, held its 47th summit in. So 47th summit of G7 group is held at. It has been held at in England, in which Qutub Shahi Sultan Court Adanki Gangadhara Kavi was in. This was in Ibrahim Poli Qutub Shah. What is the old name of Sikandrabad? The old name of Sikandrabad is who married Rudra Bhatrika, the daughter of Saka king Rudrasen. Rudrasen daughters Rudra Bhatrika married. With whom she has married? The answer is Shanta Lavol. Which state of India first implemented the Right to Information Act, RTI Act 2005? Which state has implemented it first? The correct answer is Tamil Nadu. Which Qutub Shahi Sultan was murdered in the year 1543 CE by his own son Jamshid? The correct answer is Sultan Qoli Qutub al-Mulk. The famous Siddheshwara temple centered at Hanuman Konda was constructed by. So it has been constructed by Rudradev I. Identify the Shankaracharya's four headquarters of monasteries. So the correct order is first of all Dwarka, then Badrinarayan, then Srinagari, then Puri. This was the correct order or the correct places we can say. LC Place is the official residence of the president of. So LC Palace is just like White House or Rashtrapati Bhavan. So LC Palace is the official residence of president of France. Next question. Which of the following is the island of Andaman and Nicobar? So Andaman and Nicobar Island is the Mahatma Gandhi Marine National Park. Which of the following is in island of Andaman and Nicobar? So this national park is in Andaman and Nicobar. Buddha Bhavanam, a Buddhist heritage theme park, was inaugurated recently at. So it is at Hyderabad. Next question is Next question is 148. The Council of Ministers of Government in India is controlled by. The Council of Ministers of the Government of India, it is very simple. It is controlled by Lok Sabha only. Nikhat Jarin won a gold medal at 2022 IBS Women World Boxing Championship in. The location is in Turkey, Istanbul, Turkey. Which commission was appointed by the British government to inquire into Indian expenditure? So, which commission basically inquire or just check the expenses? The commission is Webley Commission. Welby Commission. Okay, so this was from my end. In next part, we will discuss another question. Thank you all. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you all. See you in the next video.